Liverpool is getting closer and closer to glory in the Premier League, and one of the biggest reasons for this historic campaign goes by the name of Arne Slot. With a bold and highly efficient game plan, the Reds defeated Manchester City 2-0, opening an 11-point lead at the top of the competition. But this victory was not just another positive result on the road to the title. It represented the end of two huge taboos that had haunted the club for years. In addition to finally winning against City in Manchester after a decade, Liverpool also achieved a rare tactical feat, the lowest possession in their history in a Premier League win. Slot gave up controlling the game and relied on a pragmatic approach that confused Guardiola and sealed a massive victory for the Reds. Is a new era starting at Liverpool? If there is one thing that defines Liverpool's style of play in recent years, it's intensity with possession. With a DNA shaped by years under Jurgen Klopp's leadership, the team has gotten used to imposing its rhythm on opponents, pressing high and dominating midfield. But Arne Slot proved that he can be much more flexible than expected. Against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium, the Dutchman opted for a completely different game plan than usual. Instead of fighting for possession, Liverpool accepted falling back and playing on the opponent's mistakes. The result? City had the ball, but the Reds were extremely efficient in the chances they created, securing the win with two surgical goals. And here's the most impressive stat. Liverpool finished the game with only 34% possession, the lowest in the club's Premier League history in a victory. For a team that averages 57.3% possession this season, this radical change in approach shows how willing Slot is to adapt his team to win, regardless of the opponent. The last time Liverpool won at Etihad Stadium against Manchester City in the Premier League was in the 2015-16 season, during Jurgen Klopp's first year in charge. Since then, the Reds have suffered several painful defeats and watched Pep Guardiola's team become a real thorn in their side in their quest for titles. City has been Liverpool's biggest rival in the battle for the top spot in England in recent years, being the main reason for frustrating some of the best seasons the Reds have had. Guardiola's team has prevented Liverpool from winning more titles, surpassing Klopp's men by narrow margins in decisive seasons. But this time, the storyline was different. Arne Slot's Liverpool not only overcame Guardiola, but did so with authority, delivering an unquestionable defeat to the current English champions. If there were any doubts about the Dutch coach's ability to lead a team in the Premier League, this victory surely silenced any sceptic. Winning such an important game is not just about 3 points. What Liverpool demonstrated against Manchester City was maturity, something that could be crucial as the season heads into its final stretch. Slot managed to build a team that knows how to adapt to different scenarios, an essential trait for teams fighting for titles. With this victory, the Reds now find themselves 11 points ahead of City, and excitement is taking over the fans. If there's a perfect moment to dream of another Premier League title, it's now. City, of course, can still respond, but Liverpool's advantage puts the team in a privileged position. With a talented squad and a coach who shows increasing competence, the Reds are well positioned to finally break Guardiola's recent dominance and lift the trophy at the end of the season. The question is, does this victory mark the beginning of a new cycle of dominance for Liverpool? If Slot continues breaking taboos and surprising opponents, the answer could be a resounding yes. With this giant victory, Arne Slot not only put Liverpool on the path to the title, but also caught the attention of the football world. Frank Leboeuf was direct. For him, Slot is creating a new era after overcoming Guardiola. Want to know what this means? Click on the card next to it and find out. See you there.